Let's go. So today we are here to share with you an opportunity by the name of Jeunesse. Jeunesse is actually a French word for forever young. And this company that you are looking at deals with helping people to really live and feel younger. We redefine youth. One of the things that we're all aware of in our lives right now is the fact that there is a global convergence, that is taking place in our lives. Technologies have transformed the way that we live our lives and also the way we take care of ourselves. For example, you and I are able to talk to each other regardless of time difference and the fact that we're in different countries because of technology. And right now, this is something that has created a whole different way of communications all over the world. As far as biotechnology is concerned, we also have so many new medical advances that are now so much more accessible to you and I, the layman, that we are now able to take care of ourselves so much better if we are looking for the right tools. As a result of globalization, this world has become such a small little village. I feel like you're just right next to me, even as I'm broadcasting to you live from Melbourne. But it has created a sense of connectivity. And also, this completely changes the way that people live their lives. People buy things online now that's unheard of in the past. You can plan an entire holiday just by doing it online. You don't need a travel agent anymore. Sorry, travel agents. But there is a whole different economics attached to this whole global convergence. As a result of these changes in the background, a whole new economy is born. Everyone knows that these days, if you want to start a business, you have to look at something that has an online component, not just a website, but something that allows you to reach beyond your own countrymen. So here we are today. We are looking at a company, Jeunesse, which is the brainchild of this wonderful team that you see online right now. Our founders, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, they saw that vision. They saw the convergence of all these different trends and saw an opportunity to not just run a very successful business, but also to create a platform that could help more people to design a life that they love. Randy and Wendy are both award-winning businessmen and businesswomen in their own respective rights, and they have extensive experience in helping companies to actually conduct their businesses across boundaries using technology. Wendy herself, she is a businesswoman of the year 3 times already in the United States, and she is a very shrewd businesswoman with a huge, huge heart. Husband and wife couple, they are the bedrock of this company. And next to them is Scott Lewis, who is our Chief Visionary Officer, who is the son of Wendy Lewis. And he is younger than me, but full of dynamism and somebody who really, really stands for what this brand is about. He is all about empowering people and also helping people to live a great life. So this is the management of Jeunesse. And I am very, very proud and very humbled to have the opportunity to work with such a stellar cast. So let's take a look at what they have actually developed. As a 6-year-old company going on 7, Jeunesse has already found a way to ship to more than 130 countries and territories all over the world. Now, that is amazing considering. Now, a lot of people say that, it's an online business. Obviously, you're able to do that. That's where there is a little distinction that I'd like to share with you, because you can be online, but logistically speaking, you may not be able to ship to more than a few countries at one point in time. That is a huge challenge. But in Jeunesse, we have the technical and technological capabilities to do that already. So if you are online, it is because one of your friends, they got impacted by Jeunesse in one way or another, and they found that they have to share this with you. And if you have friends all over the world, this is your chance to really find a way to make a difference to them as well. In just less than 6 years, this company has continued to really recreate history so many times over, and it revolutionizes the way that the network marketing industry look at what is possible. Last year, based on our performance of 2015, which is more than $1 billion, we are the first network marketing company in the history of this industry to exceed $1 billion mark in less than a decade. We were ranked number 18 amongst the top 100 network marketing companies in the world by the direct selling news in the United States. That is amazing to me because the fact that 4 years ago when I got involved in this company, the company just broke through 100. It was the first time it was ranked within the top 100, and within 5 short years, it has really jumped beyond what everybody has expected and has shown what is possible if you really dare to challenge the norm. And right now, we are working with a company that is young, dynamic, and still raring to go. And we have only just begun. So what makes us so special is the fact that we are not just another company that sells supplements or anti-aging products. What we have literally is a revolutionized youth enhancement system that brings together some of the most amazing biotechnologies in the anti-aging industry. What it has is a synergistic set of products that are designed to work together to help you and I to look and feel young inside out and outside in. Let's take a look at the brains behind this system. One of them is Dr. Nathan Newman over here. He is a world leader in stem cell technology formulation and is highly sought after by many people all over the world, including the medical community, for his expertise in this area. He's one of our board members in our medical advisory board. And he is such a humble and loving and also generous person, despite the fact he is such a successful doctor already in his own right. You can Google him and you will find that this is one man who has dedicated his entire life to helping other people feel and look better about themselves. And I am very proud to call him one of my business partners. So what he has managed to do is that he found a very clever way to put 200 growth factors into our skincare products Luminous series. And this is something that, to me, before I got involved in Jeunesse, is I don't know what really growth factors are, but apparently they're in every skincare that we use, except that the numbers are very different. In our skincare, we are looking at more than 200 growth factors, which essentially does one simple thing, and that is to talk to our skin, to help our skin to rejuvenate and to repair itself. Growth factors are very simply the chemical language that our cells use to talk to one another. There are 6 trillion of cells in our body. Every single one of them have that many number of cells. And just imagine the cells are designed to do different things at different times, and they need to communicate in order to work efficiently and effectively. And that's what the growth factors are for. So the more growth factors you have in a product, the more the product will be able to talk to our body and our body will respond to it. And let me show you something that has completely changed the way I take care of myself from a skin perspective. This is the entire range of the Luminous series, and it is growing at a very specialized rate. And it is something that really is so simple yet powerful. And the beauty of this to me is the fact that both men and women all use this, because the very same set of products, the way they're designed to work with our bodies. It does not matter if you're a man or a woman. It will help you and your skin as long as you're willing to use it and put it to a go. So let us take a look at a third-party laboratory study that was conducted with these products and a group of men and women who actually use them. The amazing thing about this study is that 100% of all the subjects who were studied actually said that they will recommend the products to their friends and families. And you and I know that we will only recommend the best to our friends and families, only if we know that something is good. And that is very nature of human beings. The majority of them actually felt that their skin improved in many different ways. To you and I, maybe to the naked eye, we see certain things, but actually through a study, we saw that their skin looked younger. There was improvement in skin luminosity as well as smoothness and also firmness. Now, all of these, we know that they can show up as evidence of aging. You can show up as signs of aging, and that is very troubling. But in our test, we were able to show that, for example, in this lady, the before and after picture showed very clearly that there were different kinds of problems with her skin as a result of aging. But after more than 50 days of using our serum, 65% of her deep lines have actually decreased. And that is pretty phenomenal. And I want to mention that the improvements are not just superficial. They actually go deep into the skin, and there's an improvement in the quality of your skin from a structural basis. Like I mentioned just now, that the men also get to do this, and it is very exciting to see that happening. For me, my husband is actually 3 years younger than me, so you could say that I have some pressure to want to keep up the looks, right? But actually, my husband himself keeps himself very well too, because he is a beneficiary of our products as well. Well, he has no choice. I force him to use them. So here we have a different lady, and she is the face that launched Jeunesse, if you ask me. Meet Winnie. Now, Winnie Sutandio is actually a senior lady. Well, I call her senior because from an age perspective, she's already in her 60s. When the company first started, she was one of the first distributors who started with this company. And there was only one product at that time, the serum. And she was so brave that she volunteered herself to be a guinea pig. Nobody knew if the product worked, or nobody made a cent from it yet. But she volunteered herself and used it on half her face for 10 weeks. And you can see from this picture that it actually makes a huge difference. The left side of the picture is the side where she used it, and the right side was her natural state of skin. And you can see the difference from a few areas. There's very, very vast improvement in her laugh lines. And also you can see that her skin is tighter, and her eye bags underneath her left eye is definitely lighter than on the other side. However, this is just, some people would say that, well, this is just on the surface, even though it is very convincing. What is really happening here? And that was actually the question that Winnie's very good friend, who's a skin doctor specialist, a skin cancer specialist, to be exact, who asked that question. And he actually took a picture of Winnie's face using a specialist medical equipment. And the picture on the left that you see on the screen is the result of that. The two sides correspond to Winnie's two sides of her faces. So the right side is red because these are actually the visible red blood vessels that are in our face when we age. We have lots of protective layer of collagen and also elastin, and therefore you can see all these flaws. This is not because Winnie has bad skin. It is because as part of aging, this is what you will see. On the other hand, you will notice that the color, the texture is completely different on the other side. It is because of those white little spots, and these are actually, according to the skin doctor friend of Winnie, that these are actually fresh baby collagen. Now, the baby collagen does not grow on a woman in her 60s. In fact, for most of you who are aware, our body starts to show signs of aging right about 30 years old. You begin to see lines, and you begin to see a droopiness catching up with us. And all of it is because our bodies stop producing collagen and essential proteins like elastin to support our skin. As a result of that, you start to see signs of aging. So at 62 years old, she applied the serum on half her face, and on that face, you started to see fresh baby collagen. That is real scientific proof that our product does what we say it does. So for me, that picture will always be with me because it's something that I love to show people, that this is an amazing technology that we can use. And if you couple the skincare with some of the nutritional supplements that we have, which are designed for our cells. I like to call our nutritional range food for cells, nutrition for our cells. And one of the bar none, one of the stars of our products is Reserve right here. Now, the key ingredient of Reserve is resveratrol. Resveratrol is actually a naturally occurring compound that you can find in the skin of dark red grapes and other dark-colored fruits and vegetables. What it does, it is a very powerful antioxidant that nature has blessed us with. And what our doctors have able to do is to combine resveratrol with this other superfruits you see on the screen and put them into one sachet called Reserve. And you can drink this anytime, anywhere, all right? And it tastes best chilled. And what it can do for you is actually not up to me to tell you, because what it does is it interacts with your body to help your body to be stronger and to repair better. And it brings out the regenerative abilities of our body. Again, this is a live product that works with our body. You don't just take it to try and fix a problem. That's an old way of looking at how we take care of ourselves. It's actually something that helps us to take care of ourselves going forward. It is preemptive. It is at the same time going to help you to also prevent future aging issues. So for me, this is something that I've taken for the past 4 years, almost on a daily basis, 2 to 3 packets. My son has it, my husband has it, my family, everyone that I know. I can't stop talking about it. They think I'm crazy, but you know what? Everyone who has taken it has enjoyed and benefited from it. So they're all thanking me. So I'm very glad that I can't stop talking about it. So this is the entire range of all the products. I can't talk about everyone today. I can only give you a flavor of it. But what I really want to leave you with is that we do have a system, a youth enhancement system that is designed specifically to work with our bodies to bring out the best, so that every one of us feel and look young and are able to operate as if we were 10, 20 years younger, depending on how consistently you take the products. Now, that is something that's truly amazing. It completely changes the way you look at how you could take control of your own aging process. If you want to age gracefully and you want to age powerfully, this is something I truly recommend that you take a look. Now, if you're like me, if you're already sold on what these products could do for you and you're really happy to give it a go, fantastic, because that's how I started. When I started joining Jeunesse, I did not think about this as a business opportunity. But when I started taking the products and I watch what they do for me, I don't know if you would agree, I look not a day over 30. I'm actually 42 years old, but I've gotten so many compliments about, my energy levels. I've got a young son and I constantly need to keep up with him. And I'm always full on in my life, trying to do a lot of things, for family, for myself, and for other people. So it is amazing to have these products empower me that way. And when I realized what an amazing tool I have in my hand, I also cannot turn a blind eye to what it could possibly do for other people. And therein lies the business opportunity. So what Jeunesse, what the founders have come up with is not just the system of products that's going to help you take care of yourself, but what it's going to do is also give you a business opportunity if you choose to give yourself that chance to build this business so that you may improve your wealth conditions. So there are 6 different ways of making money with Jeunesse, and I'm going to quickly go through them with you. When you join the company, you will actually receive a whole business suite of business tools, one of which is your own personalized website, followed by your own office, your back office, which is going to track everything that happens in your business. So when you start sharing the good news of Jeunesse products and the opportunity to perhaps make an extra income for yourself with other people, and they buy into that story and they like that opportunity for themselves, they could go to your website and purchase the products. And when they do that, they will most likely pay a retail price online, and you as a distributor is actually qualified for wholesale pricing. Now, the beauty of this is once a transaction happens, the difference between the retail price and the wholesale price is automatically deposited into your e-wallet, the electronic wallet. The whole process is really fuss-free. You don't have to buy any products or keep stock. You don't have to do any delivery because the company handles that for you entirely. They ship the products directly to your customers. And all you have to do is to be willing to share the goodness of what you have found out about Jeunesse. And that is what you will start a business with. But many, many people who have been successful in Jeunesse will tell you that that is the smallest part of their income because there are many more to come. The second way to make money from this company is when your friends and family are looking at buying and saving more, then they have the option to look at some special packages which the company put together for all new customers. We call this the new customer acquisition bonus for the distributor. When you have a customer who decides to buy any of the packages that the company make available in your market, you stand a chance to win anywhere between $25 to $200 as a first-time sign-up bonus for every new customer who buys the packages. Now, every market has different package offerings. So please make sure that you go back to the person who invited you onto this webinar so that you can find out what your options are. Now, these 2 ways of making money, well, honestly, not that exciting because there's no difference from traditional business where you find a good product and you try and sell it and you try and resell it. To me, that's not why I decided to do this business. 17 years of corporate work, I was pretty comfortable at a point of my life when I got to know Jeunesse. But what truly changed my mind about this being a possible business for myself and my family is the fact that I have the opportunity to make sustainable, passive, residual income. And that's where we're going to move on to. The first way for you to make residual income is for you to build teams in this business. Now, it is a very simple idea, actually. It works the same like air miles, okay? So when you use your credit card and you buy an air ticket, you charge to your card, you actually earn miles. And as you accumulate miles, you get to transfer them into a new ticket or an upgrade or whatever it is that the airline offers you. In Jeunesse, we work on the same basis. Every time a transaction takes place, every time somebody directly or indirectly introduced by you starts to use our products or get involved in the business, every time a transaction takes place, points are generated. What you do is that you build two teams, the left team and your right team. And when these people start to share with the people in their lives as well, who wouldn't want to share such wonderful products that could actually help you not just look young, feel young, but literally you have an opportunity to make more money to enrich yourselves. So when that happens, every time the system tracks for you and sees that there is 300 points on one side and 600 on the other, you have a chance to make $35. And the company is so generous that it actually allows every single one of us, regardless of who you are and how long you've been in the business, to make up to 750 times the $35 in every week. That is $26,250 in a week. I don't know if that is going to make any difference to you who's listening to this for the first time, but I can tell you that even back where I come from, Singapore, which is one of the, has the highest per capita income in the world, $26,250 is a lot of money. In fact, some people don't even earn that kind of money the entire year. So there is no guarantee of this income, whatever shape, form, or manner, but what really attracted me when I looked at this opportunity was the fact that there is an opportunity, there is the possibility for us to completely redefine what is possible financially. If you are like me, I worked all my life in the corporate world. I was an employee. Sure, I was in senior management, but there will always be a cap as to how much I will make, and it will always be dependent on what someone else thinks of me. But in this business, it works in a very different way. You decide how much you're going to make. And if $26,250 is not enough for you, let me introduce you to leadership matching bonus. Now, the leadership matching bonus is something to me that I smile every time I talk about it because it makes so much sense that this is a part of this business. Let me give you an example. In the traditional world where I come from, I used to recommend my friends to different jobs in different companies. And every time they get hired, they thank me over a lunch or a coffee, but that's about it. However they do in the company has nothing to do with me. But just imagine that in Jeunesse, when you introduce somebody to this opportunity and someone sees the vision, somebody captures the essence of it and runs with the business and share this with a lot of people, this person is obviously going to do really, really well and start to make quite a lot of money for himself in team commissions. As the person who introduced this person to the business, you now have the opportunity, the chance to receive an additional 20% of what your friend is making in team commissions. And this is something that truly is mind-boggling for me, because what it inherently means is that as long as I am sharing with my friend, I might as well help my friend make money. And when that happens, I do well for myself. Now, this is such an interesting concept for me because it is so aligned with how human beings really work. We really are supportive, empowering individuals who want to work together. But in the corporate world, none of that exists. I remember I used to have to, do all kinds of funny things in order to get ahead. If there's a promotion involved, one person gets selected and everybody else falls away. So in this business, if you are into helping people, if you are into working with people and empowering people, you have the opportunity to help as many people as you want. And in the process of it, really, really build a fortune for yourself. In the compensation plan, you have the opportunity to match up to 7 different levels from 5% to 20% of the team commissions that these people are making. Now, if 20% is good enough for you, let me just give you a kicker. there's a thing called customer acquisition incentive. If you have personally 5 customers every month who reorder the product, the 20% gets bumped up to 25%. And if you have 10 or more customers, that get bumped up to 30%. Now, that is pretty phenomenal. Think about it. If you sponsored me and I am making 26,250 US dollars this week in team commissions, you receive an extra 30% of that, which is close to 8,000 US dollars just for you, because you helped me to be successful. Now, I don't know what is more human than that. And this is something that truly, truly excites me. And when I really got to experience this in my business, doing Jeunesse, I really can't stop smiling, because it makes me feel alive, okay? Now, another way to make money, and the last and most exciting way for many people, is the diamond bonus pool. Now, the diamond bonus pool is just like profit sharing. The company, Jeunesse, is not listed. And what it does is that everything that it saves from the marketing perspective, it actually puts aside to share with the top producers of the company. And these tends to be our diamond and double diamond directors and above. And they are automatically included in a diamond pool, which is 3% of the company's global sales volume in points will be saved for this group of people and then distributed to them every quarter, depending on their production. Now, if you and I are in this pool, we are looking at some amazing statistics. We know that people have lives changed as a result of receiving this quarterly bonus. They're able to pay off their kids' education, tuition fees for the entire year, and pay off their mortgages, pay off their debts. And that's why people are so motivated, because they put their life at stake and they want to really be good and successful for themselves. And the diamond bonus pool is one additional incentive that actually help to push us further. So that's the money part. For me, one of the most beautiful thing about Jeunesse is not just the possibility to completely define how much you are worth, but also the opportunity to live a lifestyle that is unique to this industry. I have traveled a lot in my corporate job. I'm in the air half the time, but I have never enjoyed traveling as much as I have with Jeunesse. And in Jeunesse, you have every year at least 2 opportunities to win free incentive trips that will bring you to different parts of the world to participate in company events and global events that will bring different groups of people, like-minded people, entrepreneurs from all over the world, and we learn and we share our personal triumphs and stories. And it is one of the most amazing trips that you will get to enjoy repeatedly and most of the time for free. So if you are like me, somebody who loves to meet people, somebody who enjoys traveling for free especially, then I suggest that this be something that brings a smile to you today. So now we are looking at really a whole new different paradigm. To me, in the 17 years I've worked with all the corporates that I've never seen anything that quite match what I'm looking at right now. In Jeunesse, you have the opportunity and the vehicle to catch a trend with a proven system in US global system. We have one of the most exciting business opportunity, and also you're going to be part of a family that has proven success. People have used the different methods to build this business and have found their personal success. You have access to cutting edge technology that will allow you to leverage a global economy. Nobody wants to look old. Everybody wants to look and feel young. So you are not just talking about your own home country. You now have a real opportunity to enjoy flexibility and time freedom, just like I have since I've started Jeunesse and quit my job for that matter to do Jeunesse full time. I really hope that many of you who are here for the first time would seriously consider this opportunity to join this global community, because we are growing at such a fast pace. These webinars take place at least 10 times every week, and that is just our team. Globally, with so many exciting things happening, I hope you know that your time has arrived. So